Good morning and welcome to another episode in the Razor Company How-To series. I'm Justin, the Red Island Shaver, your host. Today we're going to talk about how to get an irritation-free DE or double-edged razor shave. So there's a lot of things that go into getting an irritation-free shave, and it's really quite simple, and it also comes down to the user. So I would say one of the big things would be right from the get-go, your choice of brush and how you like to lather. Do you like to face lather? Do you like to bowl lather? If you like to face lather, I would suggest either a natural hair brush like one of these Omega Bores, or a nice badger knot like one of these. That's a nice, very soft, luxurious Manchurian knot, or a synthetic knot that is set to a sufficient loft as to give you a good amount of scrub but no scritch. If you're going to face lather, you don't really want a brush that's going to scritch too much, because that can lead to brush burn, which can be masked as irritation, where in fact it's not your technique that is giving you the irritation, it is the brush that's giving you the irritation. So your choice in lathering and your choice of knot is a very important step. If you're going to be a bowl latherer and you just want to paint the lather on, then you can go with a knot that's a little bit on the scritchier side. That's not going to affect your irritation any. Also, another important choice is razor. Pairing the right kind of razors to your skin and your beard. So here I have an Edwin Jagger DE89 barley handle. You can get this at the Razor Company, and this is a very nice middle of the road as far as efficiency or aggressiveness goes. It's a nice mild shaver. It's good for beginners. It's really good to learn on a razor like this. You wouldn't necessarily want to go into something with a super big blade gap, so this is a great way to get started. And then the next thing is to find blades that work for your skin. Not all blades are alike. Some are super sharp but a little bit harsh. Some are a little bit smoother but not as sharp, and that can lead to irritation depending on your beard growth. So two of my favorite blades are the Astra Superior Platinum in the green box, and also the Voskhod blades. And these are both also available at the Razor Company. So don't be afraid to experiment with new blades. Maybe get a blade sampler pack if you can find them. I know these come in single tucks at the Razor Company, so you can mix and match. Grab a tuck of these, maybe grab a tuck of the Astras, grab a tuck of a couple other blades, run through them, see which ones work best for your skin and in your particular beard, because we are all different. And then that leads me to the next part of the DE razor. Make sure you're not exerting any extreme pressure on your face when you're shaving, and you don't want to be digging in. Try not to shave too much over areas that don't have cream or soap or a lather on your face. And so basically just try and remove the cream, the lather, and go from there. And then lastly, one of the most important things is mapping your beard. That is the most important part of wet shaving if you want to get a good irritation-free shave, because this is all about beard reduction. You're not going to remove it all in one fell swoop. You have to go at it from different angles. So let your facial hair grow out for a couple days. Feel your face. So I have 2 days of growth right now. If I run my hands down my cheek and down my neck, my hair feels smooth. If I run, so that's with the grain. If I run my hand up my cheek, it's rough, so that's against the grain. And then on my neck, if I rub up, it's still fairly smooth, but when I rub sideways, that's where all the roughness is. So the way my face goes, my hair grows down. On my cheeks, it grows up and a little bit to the side, and on my neck, it grows completely sideways. And that's very common for a lot of people. Everybody has a different facial hair pattern, And so the way to go back in the irritation-free shave is to do your with the grain. So for me, it'd be down. My against the grain, I would go sideways. And then my across the grain. Then my against the grain, I would go straight across the grain. But starting out, that can also lead to irritation. So it's key to know when you have had enough, when and what your skin can tolerate. Also, don't be afraid to try new things. For years, I just went straight across the grain every time. Always ended up with irritation and red spots, and wasn't really happy with the quality of my shaves until I kind of thought, you know what, I'm going to try something different. So on my neck, I do 2 45-degree passes. I guess it'd be 45. So I go down my neck on an angle on pass number 2. So I'm catching some of those hairs across the grain and against the grain, and then on my final pass I'll go up on an angle in the other direction, and that catches the rest of the hairs. I get a beautiful baby butt smooth shave every time with no irritation. So map your beard and don't be afraid to try something new when the things that you are doing are not working. There's always a workaround. There's always a way to figure out a way to get those pesky hairs and still have an irritation-free shave. I hope this helped, and look forward to seeing more of you in the future. So once again, this is Justin the Red Island Shaver for the Razor Company. Have a great day and even better shave.